What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekly tarot for the week of October 11th through the 17th of 2021. Brian Scarborough here. Truly appreciate you as always. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're looking forward to this week for yourself and your personal life and really finding that beauty and balance in yourself and in who you're relating with and the aspects outside of yourself that you're relating with also. This is where I made up my own little spread for tarot. It's astrologically based, sun through Saturn, and then I pull a Pluto transformation card at the end, and then I drop some Black Moon Oracle and some Astro Dice on top. So let's see. I'm always interested to see what the cards have to say. Let's see. Let's see what they have to say. Golden Tarot this week. Golden Tarot. Going back to my first tarot deck I ever bought. I love this deck, but I haven't been using it as much lately. All right, the sun, the illumination is the King of Cups in reverse. You know, this is where we're really going to have to find our authority within ourselves. And I think that we got this. Like, I think we just have to kind of dig deep into that well of, you know, what we know and our intuition. And really, like, that's where we want to grab the bull by the horns this week. There's something about trusting the intuition this week and kind of slowing down to make sure you're taking that message in. If you're listening to that, I think you're going to have your throne and you're going to be able to really illuminate and create. But this is where, you know, we can feel completely, you know, blindsided by some tidal wave in our life. Maybe it's emotional, maybe not, but you know, it's likely something that's very emotional. I think it's a big moment where we can conquer something that's kind of like, is this really what I'm feeling for myself? You know, kind of grabbing that authority for what you are feeling. The moon, we do get the 8 of Cups upright. Yeah, you know what? It's time to walk away from anything that's taking you out of that emotional sovereignty. It's time to take a walk and get away from whatever it is in society that's dethroning you and putting you into a place of feeling completely like backed into a corner, you know, feeling like you're stuck. Like, this is where if you're kind of saying peace out to the stuff in life that takes away your deep well of connection and your intuition and is saying that doesn't matter in life, guess what? All of that matters. So everything about your intuition this week, especially with the moon card getting this, is, you know, we're going to have to move in a different direction and trust our intuition, trust that guidance is where we need to go. And that's where we're going to find the deep well and the deep, you know, knowing of our power inside. Because if we just stick to things or do what we're told that we don't really feel like we want to, you know, that we don't want to do, they don't make us feel good. Not the right thing to do this week. What's Mars saying? Mars got the Hanged Man upright. Yeah, this is an interesting week. We do have Mars quincunx Neptune, Sun quincunx Neptune, and you know those two energies pulling these cards is very, you know, synchronistic in itself. This is definitely a week to get back to, you know, sort of the things in life that really get your imagination going. We don't want to just jump into things. I think we want to make sure that there's like a divine presence in where we're jumping. I don't think the impulsiveness is going to get us super far. So, you know, maybe we got to look at some different perspectives and kind of like weigh these things out and make sure that they really make sense internally. It's such an internal spread right now. We're in such a outward energy with the astrology that it's so important to really trust what's going on inside and act from that place. That intuitive action is going to be everything, and you might have to kind of chill yourself out to really get a good perspective on what that is trying to tell you. Mercury here got the 3 of Cups upright. You know what? I think that's beautiful, because I think that as long as we're trusting our intuition, like, there's so much to celebrate about. There's so much good times, and kind of a glare on that. But anyways, maybe I can get this out of the way. Anyways, 3 of Cups. There's definitely like really good things, and I think that we can realize that, you know what, parties are starting up, and there is this sort of you know, really amazing connection to a lot of things that are going on right now. So if you're able to kind of intuitively be guided and act in that direction without getting too hung up, although we can feel like we're extremely hung up or things outside of us are trying to put us in that position. It's important to remember that, you can figure so much out. You can have such a good understanding if you have the right people in your life right now, and if you're doing the things that really do make you happy and feel emotionally fulfilled. As long as you're good inside, nothing can touch you right now. That's kind of the beauty of where we're at and the magic that we're all unlocking. Is like, as long as you know in your own mind that things have a happy, sort of presence, or something good is going to come because of all the things that you've done, no matter what you walk away from, no matter what changes take place in your life, that within your gut is necessary. The goodness is right there. It's right there, and the happiness. Venus gets the King of Swords in reverse. It just seems like there's so much to relate to that we have to be really sharp. And there's almost a coldness to this King of Cups with this Venus here of like really getting serious about your values. You do not want to just numb out or space out when it comes to the physical aspects of life right now. You really want to be sharp and figure things out. And especially, like, I feel like if we're not trusting our intuition, then our mind's going to be extremely clouded and we're going to be making really bad decisions. So this is where you gotta really trust where things are taking you, and not get too caught up in maybe thinking that you don't have your defining, understanding of what's going to bring value and goodness into your life, whether it's with other people or within yourself. That's all, part of the illusion. And it's almost like, if you just slow down and get back into how you're truly feeling and how your gut's feeling, you're going to be able to define things and make really strong, authoritative decisions for yourself. But that kind of feels like a challenge. Why'd we get that with Venus? The Knight of Swords. Because we're rushing into shit that we don't even... People are making decisions this week that they don't even want to make. They're just rushing into them without actually weighing out the beauty and the justice in their own life and in their own center. And this is just a week to really pay attention to the signs. Don't just jump, like make sure that you've done the proper weighing out of like what's going to bring the goodness into your life and what isn't. And anything that isn't a hell yes, it's definitely a hell no. And don't rush into things if it isn't a definitive hell yes. Jupiter got the Queen of Swords upright. Jupiter goes direct this week. That's beautiful. I think that this is like more of sort of that cold energy, but it's like that cold energy where if you're making really powerful, decisions for yourself right now, that's where the gift is. Like if you're taking the justice into your own hands, about how you're going to make your life great and expansive, boom, there's the transformation. There's the beauty that's coming this week. But it's almost like if you're just going to be all like willy-nilly and not like, sort of have that mature sort of like energy in you, then you're going to kind of like be stuck and not being able to really trust where that's going. I think Jupiter's saying like, look, you're going to have it. You're going to have that like strong, what's best for you and what's right and what's just. Don't you dare let somebody trick you from that now. Saturn got the Empress. Wow, that's an interesting card for Saturn to get. It's almost like all the goodness of creation and all the beauty in life that we can have. There's something about Saturn getting this card that's just like, it's still there, but you have to create it. Like if you're going to expect it from outer sources, it's not that time, so it can feel like things are getting kind of like throttled back. I feel like this card's saying like, look, we're going to start to see where certain things that you felt so secure in for so long are starting to get taken away or restricted. And you have to remember that you can create these things. You don't need handouts. You are here to create. You are a creator. And the more that, you bring that energy and you can manifest, and bring abundance and great connection and have that self-love and that nurturing and not restrict that, you're going to attract it in with the right people, with, in your clan, your tribe, everything that, you have, your community, it's right there for you. But there's something about that card that in this spread is like, it's just, don't expect, don't expect society to just show up and change and be like, yep, here you go, this is going to make things better. And if they do, it's a trap. What's Pluto? The transformation card is the 3 of coins. This is where we're building for the future here, and we've got to come together for something. And this is where, like, I think the relationship energy of Libra season is like, look, a lot of us are building this together, and it's a lot of the connections we're building, and a lot of these divinely orchestrated things are coming together so that we can start working towards where the future is going. And that's great. But remember, you want to be around energy that's on the same page. Make sure you're trying to build the same thing and that you have the same, like, sort of inner, like, let's go in this direction and do this. Because if there isn't that energy, like, it's going to get blown up. So there's something here about one with Pluto, with this energy, is like there's a lot of transformation and empowerment in what we're building with people in the right kind of way. But there's also where, you're going to see like who wants to go in the same direction, like very clearly, and who doesn't, and who's trying to make you do something that you don't want to do and kind of like force your hand and build something in life or build your life the way you don't even want to do it. Oh, we got the 7th house. Partners. Yeah, I mean, this is, definitely like a lot of divine unions, whether they're romantic or not. Partners are coming into our life. So, I think intuitively you just can tell who is like showing up at the right time for you right now, and you can tell who isn't. So you want to use that, and not feel like you're taken out of, I can't make a decision about this person, like, by now. And I feel like there's this energy that's stuck with relationships, and this is like that week where it doesn't have to be stuck anymore. Like, that's part of what's transforming and what's really working towards the future and what's really making sense when it comes to people. I'll roll that again. That dice flipped over. We got Venus, Libra, 7th house. Oh my gosh. We got a dignified Venus in the 7th, Lord of the 7th, with the partners card. Look, I think, this is like where really, I mean, I can't help but say it, like, this is where it's just going to start to get really on two sides of the coin. It's getting really intense with outer energy and how we relate to the world. But at the same time, there's so much beauty in what you're relating to right now. There's so much harmony out there. You can find it as long as you're in your truth and your authenticity and you're relating in your most true version of yourself to date, and you're not holding back and you're feeling secure in that and strong in that, and you can create in that. Boom, partnerships are coming in like big time, and they're going to help you build and work towards the future you want to go in. And that's what's up. This is it's an amazing time. I like this spread a lot. I hope that it was helpful or resonated in any way for people. Relationships are definitely a key as we're in Libra season. That was powerful with the dice. I'm glad I had to re-roll because that's a rare roll. Yeah. This is where the most beautiful, karmic, powerful, dharmic relationships are coming into our life this week. And we want to use that energy for the future. And we also have to be very careful of energy that's trying to take us from our individuated power and all the work we've done. That's another part of this reading too. So pay attention to all the signs, pay attention to the people. They're gonna be a lot of the signs too. So sending you all my love and best. Hope you have a great week. I'll catch you during the week for all the weeklies. Much love. Peace.